Center here. It is March the 8th, 2013. Okay, so I want to try and show this before this all changes, but this is like a bunch of work I've been doing over the past, I don't know, 5 days on this one, not just this location, but this location right here. This is North America, right here. Okay, and I lined this reversed image of the moon surface. This is Mare Oriental Basin, reversed picture. It's been flipped over to go onto the Earth, and I've got it overlaid here, and I lined it up to this weather pattern that was here the other day, and it's no longer there, but I do have a video that I think of some of the weather that was right here that day. I'll see if that comes up. If I got to check it out and see if I made video of that or not. Okay, so anyways, try to follow me here. So I lined it up to this weather pattern that it fit perfect the other day. It was just this one line that was right here, somewhere up here, and I lined it right up in that one line, and everything else fell into place from that point on, really. Okay, so the other day I noticed this weather pattern was coming right through here, and I recognized the shape of the weather pattern. I'd seen the shape before that the weather pattern was making. I mean the exact shape. I knew exactly what it was. It just took a minute, and I brought up the Antarctica rock structure right here, and I lined this rock structure up to the weather the other day. Not to this is 2 days later right now. It's about 2 days later since I first we'll start working on this part of it, and I lined it up to this weather up to this. I didn't line it up to this weather right here. This weather, that's what my point I'm trying to get to is this is 2 days later, and this is what the weather looks like today, and it was different the other day when I aligned it. You can see it was different, and you'll see it on the video, I think. Anyways, check out 2 days later. Look how the weather's fitting it now. You can see that it's following the exact same lines. The weather. Should have seen it the other day. It was exactly like this. The weather was shaped just like this part of it right here. This whole red part right here, all the way down. This whole piece right here. I've seen that piece right there in the weather. And I brought this Antarctic rock structure right here, and lined it up to that, and it was exactly the same. The weather was exactly the same as that pattern in Antarctica right there. So the weather's this is 2 days later of live streaming weather, and we can see how this weather is fitting into this Antarctica rock structure pretty well. See that? Look at that right there. It fits right in there. That's interesting. Really nice. Because look at this is live weather radar returns right now. Look at the texture behind these radar returns. So it just fits right in those spots. And you got this. I mean, it wasn't like this the other day. It didn't have this angle right here. It was just more of a curve, and you could see the whole thing. It was perfect. Except you didn't see none of this. This is showing itself a little bit today. That's the good thing about today. Look at that. See that high spot right there on the moon? Or on the Earth right there? That's like a high spot or something. Look at that. It just keeps that little clearing right there. Right there is open. Got to look out for those things. Just like that. See, you got this angle here. See that angle there? And you got everything. It's right there. All the angles are right in there. Everything. Very nice. Anyways, I want to show that, and then there's more to it. Okay, so now I want to show this. After I lined this to the weather, I lined this picture only to the weather that day, and then I took the weather away, turned the weather off, and I turned it around to see how it fit with this crater, because the crater's what put me here to begin with, right? It was what led me to this spot to begin with. So I want to see how it fits on the crater now. Okay. That's exactly how it lined itself. It put itself like that, and then you see, look at the texture down here in the corners. All this stuff down here, you see the same curve. Look at that. That's pretty interesting, I think. Fit right in there like that. I just lined it up. I lined this picture up to the weather, to that weather, only the weather. But the weather I noticed was with this, but that doesn't really have nothing to do with me just recognizing the shape of the cloud. I mean, the crater brought me to look at the cloud, but once I noticed the cloud, I just thought this, exactly this. Whether the moon hit there or not, it's just the weather showed me to put this there, and I'm sure that it was there at one time. Pretty sure. As you we'll look at it over the Earth in a minute. Look at that. I mean, that fits right in that crater like that. Could be coincidence, but it's not. Look at that fit. Interesting. Okay, so then we'll look at it over the land here. Fits pretty good, I think. You see the ocean floor matches. It's like this used to be turned, though. It's like it used to be turned. This part might have been up along the coast at one time. I think it was. It looks more like it was up along the coast. Like if you turn this piece, and it probably started out like right along here. It's like it broke off or something. Probably turn it. I don't want to turn it. It's right in perfect location right now to line up with any weather that ever comes up in that spot. Will always line up with this picture now. That's the whole thing. See, if you leave that in place, that picture is going to, I'll just leave it in place and I'll check the weather all the time and see what'll happen. And you'll see the weather will always fit in this picture because this used to be here in that position at one time. It had to be. Just had to be. You should have seen. Wait till you see the other video where I showed how this lined up, because there was that orange spot. There was a hole in the cloud right there. It was perfect. This was all this stuff was filled in with clouds, and you could see the hole for that. It was beautiful. You'll see it. Just watch the video. That's a good one. Okay, what else? Just look at the weather patterns right now. I mean, there's nice weather patterns on the Earth right now. Look at this one right here. Beauty. That's a beauty right there. See that one? That's a nice one. Let's save that. Look at that. That's an impact right there. Right there. See that big circle? Yep, there's one right there. There's another one right here, probably. Yep, for sure. One down here. One right here. Right there, for sure. Just did this one. I'm going to put a video up about that one. If I haven't already, I might show it right now. I guess I could do it right now. Okay, this weather pattern the other day, I just saved this image about, I don't know, 10 minutes ago when I tried to make this video earlier. And but I saved it the other day too, when the weather pattern showed me to put it. I can't do an overlay here because it's really close to the pole. I mean, I could overlay the picture here, but it's kind of close to the pole, so I bring it. Excuse me. Maybe I should just try it. It's going to be kind of weird. Okay, where's that crater at? Yeah, I'm going to have to pull it too close down to the pole. I think we'll try it. Right there. No, it's not going to work like that. Yeah, anyways, I saved the picture. And I brought it up over here in the Pacifics where I can work on it better. Look at that pattern today. Oh, that's nice. Check that out in a minute. So I brought that picture over here and overlaid it. Where's that one at? Antarctica rock. That's, here it is. Antarctica weather. Okay, so you can see South Africa right there. This is the weather the other day. I wish I would have got a little bit more focused in on the weather, made it a little sharper. But anyways, it was enough to work with. I just looked at it and tried to figure out which one was going to go there, basically. And I chose the South Pole because I saw this curve right here. I know this is on the South Pole of the Moon, this shape right here. Definitely on the South Pole of the Moon. So I brought up the South Pole of the Moon. And I lined that crater up right there. And I saw this, because I saw this right here. It looked like it went right there to me. See that crater, how it fits there? Okay, then you got that cloud pattern right here. See that? And you got this, you see this curve right across the top, kind of. Right here where the clouds kind of curve right there. Kind of see that. And you just got this crater over here with the curve. You see this wave right here in the moon. Check it out. That's how they give it. That's the only way they're going to give it to you in the pictures. They're not going to give you the exact perfect picture, but they just leave enough clue in there. They know if you're looking that hard that you already know probably anyway. See? Look at the center of that thing. Look at the center of that impact. That is the same thing. Look at the center. Stand back, put your head back a little bit. Look at the center of that thing. All I did was line this part up right here. That's it. And then you can see this right here. See this part here? Look at the shape. See this line that's kind of straight goes across right here? Look at Antarctica right there at that edge. It's straight. Little dip right there. Look at that. This part's probably just a little bit off, but you know that goes there. Look at that. It does. You can see in these two craters, you can see that right there. Look at that. Oh, wow. No problem. See both of them. Right here. Check it out. See that? See that? You can even see where the clouds go right around this one. Look. Oh, sweet. Yep. Come over here, you can see faintly in the clouds right here. It just kind of comes to a point in the clouds. You can see it very faint in faint clouds. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it goes up like this. You can see this edge like this. See that? With this little spot missing right there, right where that crater is, right here. You need a big screen to see this. Nice though, very nice. You can just even see this one a little bit right here. See that one right there? Watch. It's the same thing. That's the same thing as that weather pattern on the Earth. And then I brought up the weather. Just see, I haven't brought this other weather picture up yet. I just saved it about 15 minutes ago or something. So here we go. I'm gonna do that. Let's bring that up. This is the weather just a little bit ago. Look at it line up. Look at that. It's got to be. I think it just needs to be turned. Maybe not. Look at the weather. Oh my goodness. Like that. Okay. That's it. Look at that. Live. This is weather just a few minutes ago. Check it out how it fits in there. Look at this. Look at that crater right there in the cloud. Right there. See that? Here's the other one right there in the next cloud. Wow. That's pretty cool. You can see all these lines. That is so there. The claw print of mistakes. Claw print of mistakes. Right there. Claw print. Look at that fit in there. Wow. I know it takes a little practice to see, but I mean, that is really good. You should be able to see that easily right there. Watch. Here, you save it. You can even see faintly in the clouds right there. This is a whole different picture right here. This is no live weather. This weather is saved in the picture. This is in the picture that I saved, so it's totally not transparent right now at all. You see in the cloud right there? See that? And what? See those ones there? They're right there. Look at this part. Look at this part right here. Check this part out right here. Look at that. There you go. And this part right here, especially, look at that curve. And those craters, everything is right in the clouds, right there in the weather, today, this very minute. I mean, that's just, like I said, weather from 15 minutes ago. Down right below South Africa, right here. And that weather pattern's been there for about a week. I mentioned it, I think, in a video I already uploaded, but that's a nice one. That's a nice one. Look at that. I'm telling you, those craters are in the clouds right there. This one's like those that I like a lot. Turn out weird like that. Look at that. Okay, so something's going on with the weather and the moon. That's for damn sure. That's nice. That's even better than before, the other one. Okay, well. I guess that's it for today. Let's see what else is out there. I know there's other, as I just noticed earlier, there's a nice one here. Look at this one right here. It's a good one too. Very nice. I'd put the south pole of the moon up here. That's what I'd put. Right here. Save that right there in the center. Weather only lasts a minute, so I mean, you want to save the weather right away, because I mean, don't wait, don't hesitate to save. Save it. Those are some neat weather patterns, aren't they? Over the ocean, aren't those amazing? I mean, that's just like, that's a pattern. That's a total pattern over the ocean. This just lines and angles and everything else. That is very interesting. Very interesting to me. See that? That is very, very interesting. And like this right here, you see, yeah, that's cool too. I mean, that must be what get people into the weather. It's just the patterns. They are so cool. Definitely a disturbance in those locations. Here's another one right here. Right here, this big circle right here. Look. This whole thing's like a big circle. Looks like. Or there's one right here at least. Right here. The other one this is the one we just did right here. There's that. Probably one right there where that big giant. Yep, there's one right there for sure. Okay, we can put one right there. Right there. Looks real nice. One goes here. I already know that for sure. One goes there. I mean, all over the earth. It's just incredible where you can fit these craters of the moon. As long as you just make them bigger, they will fit all over the earth. And then you think about those locations and you just think, okay, yeah, I guess I can accept that. You know, think about it. If it just bumped the earth, or who knows what it goes through. Probably just a little tiny bump on the moon. It's probably bigger than the earth. Maybe we swap the water. Next time it gets to keep the water. Ooh, maybe some switch roles with the moon. It's almost the size of the Earth. I know nobody wants to believe that, but look at those weather patterns right there. Look at that. Okay, I'll end it there. I don't want to get carried away.